everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to work on that little edger that I had in here a while back, the Briggs and Stratton 3.5 horse engine. Had the bad carburetor and fuel tank on it. Thanks to Nate from Go-Karts Gone Fishing, I got a new fuel tank for it. I got it all cleaned up, got it painted up, got the new replacement carburetor from it from Amazon. So today we're going to put it all back together, put some fuel in it, see if we can't get that thing fired up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright everybody, here's what we got. We got the original tank that came on the edger. This is the tank that Nate sent me. I cleaned it all up, gave it a little paint job. There's the new aftermarket carburetor, and of course there's Go-Karts and Gone Fishing sticker. And we got a bag full of gaskets, and it's actually a full rebuild kit for the original carburetor before I knew how bad it was. But we got all the gaskets we're going to need to mount it up to here. So I'm going to clean this surface up here a little bit, and let's get that carburetor mounted. Alright guys, I was comparing the new carburetor to the old one, and everything in them is almost identical. This one just has some different linkages on it, but I think I can make it work. The other thing is that this carburetor has a hole that goes down through the body of the carburetor that goes into the hole here, and the old one doesn't. Like I said, I think I can make it all work. Everything else is just about the same. I might have to change a little bit of something here. I might have to take this linkage off of here and convert it over. But yeah, I think we can get her going. So let me grab some tools, and we'll see if we can't get this all swapped over and all changed around. So we'll bring you back in a second. Alright. There's that screw out. See if I can get this all out in one shot here. Alright, we're going to lay that down right there. Try to get this linkage out of here. Okay. I don't want to lose those little washers. So, see if we can get a hold of that with a pair of pliers or something. Push down and turn, but she's not wanting to cooperate there. So pull this butterfly out of here. There we go. Now we pulled that whole shaft out. Uh-oh. There we go. Now so that might be an issue on that, but we can work with it. It would go in that upper hole right there. So let's do the same thing to this one. We'll pull that butterfly out of there. That is not spring loaded. Let's see if we can just swap this whole thing in there. Now, if I modified that hole a little bit, I might be able to get it in there. But this shaft is just a hair smaller than this one. Yep. So, alright, well, we're going to put this linkage up through here. There we go. And then I'm going to pull this spring out because that spring is not needed on this carburetor. So there's that. Let's see if we can get this back in through there. If I'm even getting this on camera for you guys. There's that. Let's put this back down in there. And that snapped back in there nice. Oh, look at that. That's working great. Let's get these two little washer deals back on this shaft. And let's see if we can get this linkage back up in here without dropping anything. We got to send that. We got to put that linkage. That one goes on there. That one goes on down here. We got to get that, that first shaft through the. Oh, just lost my screw there. Let's get this turned to where we can get it. That has to go back through there. That goes back in there. Let's see if we can get the bolt started in that hole. I see right now we might have to trim that throttle linkage down just a hair. Down right here, it might hit, but alright, that kind of started, sorta. Let's get this underneath of there. Get this up in there. Let's see if that'll thread. Yep, that threads down in there nicely. Let's go ahead and tighten that one up. And this is your kill wire here. So okay. I didn't like the way that started in there, but that's why, because we don't have this turned right. That's why that's not clearing. There we go. That goes up in there like that. Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to trim that off a little bit. You grab a cutter and stuff, and I'll bring y'all back. All right, guys, I'm gonna mark this with a pencil here. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that whole bottom off of here. I'll probably just go ahead and take it off right through there and on up through here, just to give us more clearance. It's not supposed to come out of there like that, but we don't have things bolted in place. But alright, let's get this back out of here, swing it off to the side, and hopefully I can get in there with just a pair of cutters. I'm going to try a pair of dikes here, see if I can't snip it off. And you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and pull that butterfly back out of there, take it out of here, and take this whole shaft out again. And now let's see if we can get this trimmed off here. Oh yeah, look at that, that's beautiful. Beautiful, I say beautiful. Bit of modification. Look at that. Hey, that's factory. So, alright. Drop that down in there, like that. Put this back down in there like this. Double check that it still works. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. Let's get this swung back up into place where it goes. See, that bolt there doesn't really want to start well, but there are threads in there. Because that's what happens when you buy Chinese products. But, oh, forgot we got to put these little pieces back on here. Which I don't know what they do, but they do something. But if not, they wouldn't be on there. Uh-oh. Go back in that hole? I think so. So, alright, well, we're just going to put this screw back in here, kind of start it. We're going to hit her with impact. And we're going to drive this sucker home. I know that's what she said, but alright. I had it catching a thread there earlier. Now, if I was to do it the right way, I'd probably get a tap out. Just tap that hole, but it seems like it's cutting its own thread down in there. Yeah, she does, but and that bolt did look like a self-tapper, so okay, she's tight. So now we got our linkage all hooked up here. So there's all that. And as I was saying earlier, that there's a hole under here that doesn't match up, but the kit come with this little plug, and I'm assuming that's what that little plug is for, is to go down in that hole just like that, to keep that working. So, alrighty guys, next up we're going to mount her on the tank here. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready to do that. Alright guys, got the gasket all on here, lined up, got a couple screws in here. Fairly simple. We're just going to drop her right back down in that hole. Line up our couple screw holes here. There's that one. Get our screwdriver down in there. Get that screw started. Got that screw started. Alright. Get this third one started down in here. And I think we'll be golden. Yep, there's that one. Tighten that one down good and tight. And of course my peeper frog started. torque goes all down to factory specs. Alright guys, I think we got her. We got that working. I think I'm missing something off of that linkage here. But for the life of me, I don't know what it is. So we'll probably go back and look at the other video and find out what I'm missing there. But yeah, I'm gonna get the machine up on the table here and see if we can't get this thing mounted to it. So we'll bring you back when we're doing that. All right, guys. Hopefully I got you guys at a decent enough angle you can see what's going on here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up the governor linkage. Well, first we're going to hook up this little kill wire right here. It goes up behind this little plate here. Just push back, slide it up through. There's that. Now let's see if we can get this governor linkage to hook up, keep cooperative and hook up in here. Alright, it's not being cooperative. There we go, got that all hooked in. See if we can get this thing pushed back down in here. Alright, there's that. Let's grab a screw here, put through this hole. Grab a gasket, put it up in here, instantly drop it, wipe any schmooze off of it, so we can go in from the top. There we go. Trying to keep my hands out of the way for you guys can see what's going on here. There we go. I just take this isn't a Phillips like I said in my first video. These are T30 head screws. So I can get that one started. If I can get that one started. I feel like it wants to start right. I must not be holding my tongue right. There's something there. She does not want to start in there. Sorry if I'm banging you guys around. These are the screws that go in here. I know that for sure. Alright, there it went. We got her started. There we go. Now let's get this other one in the hole at least. And proceed to drop it again. And drop it again. And we drop it a third time. There we go. My big finger's up in here. That one got started there. Alright guys, I got those two started. I'll bring you back when I get them tightened up and move on to the next step. Alright y'all, I got those two bolts tightened up. One thing to note on this carburetor is the governor spring is a little different. It actually hooks on over here. The old one hooked in here and up in here. I'm going to try this one, see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then we'll revisit it and get it fixed. But next thing we're going to put on is this little cover shield here. Just goes in there like that. I got to thread a screw, one of the carburetor mounting screws down in through here and get it down in that hole. Alright, there goes that one. Get that one snugged up just a hair. And then this one goes down in here like this. And why these are different heads, we don't know, but probably not the right screw, but there's that cover back on. Double check this screw here. Make sure it's torqued to factory specs, which it wasn't. But alright. Next thing is to put the throttle linkage on. It goes up through here. And I probably should have done that. And we can get her. There's that. And got a flat screwdriver here. Make this screw out like that. Do a little bit more. Get it all hooked up back up underneath of there like that. I put the cable back in the same spot that it was there before. Look at that. It works. Alright. And that's the choke works. Bring it up a pop. Bring it up off a choke there a little bit. Yep. Alright. That feels good. So, next thing is this side shield here. We'll put that side shield back on. We got to put one bolt down in the bottom of the fuel tank down here. I'll bring you all back whenever I do the when I get all the shielding and everything put on. Alright guys, I got the shotting all back on. Everything's tightened up. Throttle cable and everything's on. Got about half a tank of fuel in there. I'm gonna give her a little single shot of NOS here. See if we can't get this thing to fire up. So, wish me luck. Uh-oh. Alright guys, See if we can get her to fire up here one more time. Alright guys, I'm not big on these Briggs & Stratton, so I must be doing something wrong here. I must have something in the wrong spot or something. Because that thing does not want to come off a... Thing does not want to come off of choke. So let me go look at the other carburetor and see if there's something I missed. I'll bring y'all back. Alright guys, I last left you. I was having issues with that choke not staying open. I was poking around in some boxes I had here in the shop, and I happened to come across this old Briggs & Stratton carburetor. Same one that's on the edger now, but as you can see, the mounting thing is broke off. But it has the choke and the throttle built into this control panel, or this control panel here is just a blank. What I think I might try to do is to take this one apart and take the throttle out of it, leave the cable throttle on it, and just use the choke lever on this machine if I can get it to fit on there and work, because I don't have the correct linkage that goes from here down to the bottom of the fuel tank and then back up and everything to the carburetor. That wasn't in the box, so we're going to try to retrofit it and see what we can do, and hopefully we can get this thing going. So I'll get you set up on the tripod here and bring you back when we're actually working on it. Alright guys, as you can see, I took the old this old cover plate off of here that just covered things up. Took the old choke linkage off. Now let's see if we can fit this in here. Get that through the... Alright, that's through there. Let's get a couple screws in that, or at least a screw, and we'll see if it works. We might have interference from the original throttle linkage, but so, alright, well, that works. That throttle linkage is hitting on this arm here. This is the old, where the choke arm went through on the old one. So I think we're going to have to trim that off to start, because I don't think the, well, I know the linkage from the other carburetor won't work. But, so, I'm going to shut the camera off, get this new one off, and see what I can do about getting that trimmed down. We'll bring you back when we get that done. Alright guys, what I ended up doing is, instead of cutting this bracket down, this piece down, you know, taking that top piece off there, I just switched the other one from the original, or not the original, but the other carburetor, and it already had the linkage hole in it, everything. It lines up right there, hooks into there, and that should give us enough clearance for choke lever and everything, because it clearanced on the other one. So I did have to readjust the throttle spring or throttle cable. That's all the way slow, That's full throttle. The throttle was coming back too far and camming over and couldn't push this linkage forward, so I'll adjust it after I get back together and running a little more to the right RPM, but I just know I can't come past the 90 here with this arm where it cams over, and this arm won't flip over, so and work the butterfly. So that's what we got going on, and so hope everybody enjoyed this. I'm gonna put the choke on it, and we'll get her down on the ground and get her started up. Alright guys, got the control panel all back on, got everything all hooked up, and as you can see in here, butterfly slides out, opens and closes nicely. All the linkages miss, so now we can go ahead and do the sit on the ground and give this thing a fire up and see how she runs. I'll move the camera around and get this down on the ground, and we'll bring you back in. Alright guys, got her back down on the floor here, got the choke on, there's fuel in it. Let's give this thing a couple pulls and see if she fires up. About half choke off there. Alright guys, as you can hear, it's surging real bad. Sounds like it's running a little lean, because I had to close the choke all the way almost shut to get it to smooth out, but I don't have the air filter and stuff on it. I'm going to throw it back up on the bench, put the air cleaner housing and everything back on it, and we will adjust the high idle and everything on it after we get that done. Alright guys, I got the air cleaner and everything all back on. All the linkages and everything are all hooked up. Let's give her a pull start and see how she does. Alright guys, sounds pretty good, so I'm going to end the video here. There's just a little bit more tweaking to do on the carburetor, and I think we'll have it licked. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by the shop again today and hanging out with me while I mess with this trim Rite edger. Remember, give me a thumbs up, like, comment. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget about my Amazon link down there if you want to help out the channel and help out the shop, and maybe buy me something or whatever. We'll deeply appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one.